Now on CoastTV News.
It's a frosty start to our work week. Temperatures beginning in the 20s and 30s, but temperatures gradually warm up for the week ahead and maybe some late week showers. I'll have the details coming up.
One person dies in a Seaford fire, the situation that also left one responder injured.
Big bucks for the Bay, the financial boost for Chesapeake Bay conservation and wildlife.
Future of Fenwick Island development. After several hurdles, why this proposal still has a chance of being approved.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It's Monday, November 13th, 2023. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah, it's Monday the 13th, not Friday the 13th. So I'm not sure if there's anything extra ominous. Did I say that right about that?
Ominous.
Ominous, yes.
Close.
That's what I was going for.
Exactly.
I'm glad you're here.
We're just testing you guys, seeing if you're up and ready this Monday morning. It doesn't feel ominous to me. Does it feel weird to you?
No.
It feels like I'm not going to knock on wood. I was going to say feels like a good luck day.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Let's move on before I jinx the rest of us. Let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy. He joins us with a look at your forecast. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Paige. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Del Marvin. Nothing ominous in the world of weather, just a frosty start. This is one of the coldest starts we've had yet this fall. Look at some of the upper 20s out there. Del Mar 27, as is Redden, 32 in Georgetown, so leave extra time to warm up the car, scrape the frost off. You know the deal when it's this cold. 30 in Selbyville, and it's frost-free along the coast with 30s and 40s. At least the winds are quiet and calm. A little bit of a breeze inland as we've got high pressure over the top of us. We're looking at clear skies and that high pressure ridges all the way from Virginia on into New England. So we're looking at a sunny day today, but it will be a cold start for sure. Temperatures in the freezing at 7 a.m. And then by 9, we're looking at temperatures in the low 40s. So temperatures do recover pretty quickly today with the sunshine, with temperatures right around 50 for Georgetown and Selbyville at noon. Then the winds start to swing in out of the southwest later on in the day. So we start to warm into the low to mid 50s inland areas, maybe some upper 40s along the coast, and then temperatures do drop off pretty quick for this evening. So pretty frosty early on, then lots of sunshine through the day. Winds out of the north, but shifting to the south and west as we go into the afternoon as temperatures do gradually warm through the week ahead. I'll talk about that and when we could see a chance of some showers in your full forecast coming up.
All right, thank you, Bob. This morning, investigators will continue their work to determine the cause of this fire in Seaford. This was Sunday morning. One person was killed in that fire. Also, a paramedic was hurt. This happened on Hearns Pond Road. Several crews responded to reports of heavy black smoke. The victim was located in the home. No updates yet on the name of that victim. We have learned the paramedic is recovering.
Delaware State Police arrested a Selbyville man on felony reckless endangering, among many other things.
Yeah, some of the details are pretty intense here. 40-year-old Moises Espinoza Saldivar was arrested in Frankfort. Police say that Saturday morning around 9:44 a.m. Troopers responded to a home on Cape Lane.
And through their investigation, police say that they learned that Espinoza Salvador saw his ex-wife talking to construction workers outside of her home. He then had an argument with his ex-wife and knocked a drink out of her hand.
According to state police, he got in his work van and then he plowed into 3 construction workers standing near the deck, one of which was pinned in place. That worker had to be flown by Trooper 2 to a hospital for serious injuries.
And Espinoza Salvador was taken into custody. Troopers added that they observed signs of impairment and they smelled alcohol on his breath. He now faces 4 felony counts as well as other charges.
All right, well, moving on, Delaware State Police also investigating a deadly single car accident. This happened in Del Mar late Saturday night. According to state police, around 11:34 p.m., a white 2006 Cadillac speeding on westbound of Whitesville Road, east of Whaley's Road. The driver lost control of the car, went skidding off the road, hit several trees. Passenger was thrown from that car. Now, the driver, a 35-year-old man from Seaford, was pronounced dead at the scene. His name has not yet been released. The passenger, a 31-year-old Seaford woman, was flown to a hospital with serious injuries. Well, marijuana restrictions, a topic of discussion for one western Sussex County community today. Blades there. They plan to review its policy. Town council will meet to consider banning the drug within town limits. Meeting will take place at 7 p.m. It will be held at the Blades Volunteer Fire Company.
Happening today, Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen will be joined by Congressman John Sarbanes to announce more than $1 million in federal funding. That money will be put towards habitat and wildlife restoration projects in the Chesapeake Bay watershed. Those funds are appropriated through Chesapeake Wild, which is a grant program that was created by the senator. All of this is in conjunction with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. The official announcement will be held at the National Aquarium in Baltimore.
All right, so become a big issue in Ocean City. Most recently, there have been a number of stories about the air rights that Margaritaville is being trying to acquire to build its big hotel. As it stands now, there's no formal policy for how to deal with the abandonment and sale of city right-of-ways or air rights. Now, the town council is asking their staff to develop a formal policy, determine fiscal impact, and make recommendations. The next council meeting is tomorrow, November 14th.
The plan to build 23 units on this Fenwick Island Route 54 property is going in front of Sussex County Council Tuesday. The Carl M. Freeman Companies proposed this about 2 years after a previous hotel for the same piece of land was rejected. CEO Michelle Freeman says, quote, "We remain committed to developing the property in a manner that is sensitive to the surrounding area and the environment," end quote. Freeman also says the company will add buffers and road improvements to address neighbors' concerns. Sussex County Council hears that proposal Tuesday morning.
Also this week, town of Dewey Beach considering making changes to parking regulations. This is to increase revenue. Town says it possibly could vote whether to reduce or eliminate free parking evenings. Now, the current free parking times in the summer, they are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 5 to 11 p.m. This meeting will take place tomorrow, November 14th, 4:30 p.m.
We're going to take a look now at Lewis at the 5 Points intersection, and heading east there is the downtown area. That's where this coming week the city's environmental subcommittee will be tackling a number of issues, including the Dark Skies Initiative, which is focused on light pollution. At the same time, at that meeting, they will discuss floodplains, lot coverage, wetlands, and some other topics. That meeting is scheduled for this Wednesday, November 15th.
We're going to take you live now to the Israel-Gaza border. Again, it's been a common sight whenever we go here. We can see that black smoke billowing in the background. Yeah. Fighting continues in that area, even as calls for a ceasefire increase. And it was another deadly weekend as fighting between Israel and Hamas continues. Without electricity, oxygen for patients, or access to food and clean water, Gaza's largest hospital system has collapsed.
An Israeli prime minister says that Hamas is to blame and that the terrorist group refused to accept Israel's offer of fuel. NBC's Chris Pallone shows us now the current situation overseas and how leaders are responding.
As Israeli forces advance further into Gaza, hospitals in the war-torn territory are collapsing. The Hamas-controlled Palestinian Health Ministry says the largest Al-Shifa hospital has been out of service since Saturday. It's running out of fuel and food and surrounded by intense fighting.
And I think every civilian death, every dead baby is a tragedy. But that tragedy should be placed squarely at the responsibility of Hamas, that is keeping its military installations inside hospitals.
The Israeli Defense Forces say Hamas denied a fuel donation to Al-Shifa Hospital and that evacuation routes from Gaza's hospitals and a humanitarian corridor to southern Gaza are now open. They insist they do not target civilians.
If I had my way, there wouldn't be a single civilian death. If I had my way, no civilians would be killed. If Israel had its way, and our calls would be heeded, they'll all be out of harm's way.
Around the world, growing protests as calls for a ceasefire to protect civilians get louder.
I'm not saying that civilian casualties haven't happened. They absolutely have. But it is not a war aim of Israel to commit genocide on the people of Gaza. It's not a war aim for them to go out and deliberately try to kill innocent civilians the way Hamas is doing.
Republican candidate for president Chris Christie visiting Israel over the weekend decried the images of civilians being killed in Gaza.
It's awful. It's a horrible consequence of the war that Hamas started.
The UN says the number of trucks delivering humanitarian aid to people in Gaza is far below what is needed. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.
Speaking on Meet the Press, Netanyahu said there could be a deal with Hamas to free some 240 hostages still being held. He wouldn't elaborate beyond that, saying the less he says about it, the better the chances a deal happens.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a great weekend. I'm Madeline Overturf. Here's a look at just some of the things happening across Delmarva. South Bethany is looking on ways to add on to its Adopt a Canal program. The initiative beautifies the ends of roads that lead to the town's famous waterways. That's the topic of a town meeting Monday at 10 a.m. If you have discolored water this week in Milton, don't panic. It's just routine hydrant flushing. The town says run the faucet until it's clear. Salisbury went to the dogs. The Eastern Shore Classic Dog Show brought out hundreds of dogs to the Civic Center, and some of the dogs featured here are headed to the National Dog Show. That airs on Coast TV here at Thanksgiving Day. Next week, we're going to have a little special preview on some of those pups for you. And be sure to join us tonight on Coast TV News at 5 and 6 for a look at how Georgetown is tackling marijuana. For Coast TV News, I'm Madeline Overturf.
We're just getting started. More to come this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Including another SpaceX mission taking off over the weekend. Now, what the company says was the purpose of this rocket launch.
And the Eastern Shore Classic Dog Show took place this weekend. The national competition, some owners will have the opportunity to compete in next.
And Dewey Beach Patrol already looking for new lifeguards ahead of the 2024 summer season. How long they say the season will last. All that and more on Coast TV News Today.
Here at Buchanan Subaru, our salespeople don't work off of commission. Customer satisfaction and their family's safety will always be our top priority. In fact, I'm so confident in my team that if you become our customer, I'll even give you my own personal cell phone number. Head on over to buchanansubaru.com. Check out this month's car, truck, and trailer specials and sales happening in our service department. Then give us a call or just stop in. Better service, better deals, Buchanan Subaru.
Weather shapes our lives. At Coast TV, our First Alert weather team is always at work, ensuring you have the information you need.
So we're looking forward to begin to make its way towards Fenwick Island pretty quickly here.
Because we know how much weather matters to our coastal community.
Make sure you take cover from these storms.
In sunshine or storms, our promise is to guide, inform, and protect.
Make sure you are remaining weather aware tomorrow.
Weather coverage that prioritizes you. Coast TV and the First Alert weather team. Your safety, our commitment.
Welcome to the ride home on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. First rule of the ride home, we definitely talk about the ride home. In fact, tell all your friends. Second rule of the ride home, we have fun. Top 10 Tuesday, Would You Rather Wednesday, and every day you pick the songs on the high five. And the third rule of the ride home, we don't take ourselves too seriously. You've got enough to stress about. So let me handle the ride home, weekdays from 3 to 7 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
You've kept me here for 7 months. Now what?
New case.
This man has disappeared. He's been gone for 2 days.
There has to be a trail somewhere.
Building a profile. Your kidnapper is scared and unstable.
Unstable people are more likely to kill.
You want my personal expertise?
You think you're in control, but you're not.
Found Tuesday on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
It is exactly 5:13 on this frosty Monday morning. Make sure you can locate your ice scraper. You're going to need it if your car's outside. 28 in Laurel right now in our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. It was 27 a moment ago. And we've got some upper 20s across the area and lower 30s, so plenty frosty inland. Frost-free from Rehoboth down to Bethany Beach with temperatures into the upper 30s and lower 40s. A little bit of a breeze there in the warmer Atlantic Ocean, but inland it is calm and cold as we've got high pressure over the top of us right now, and that will ensure clear skies and lots of sunshine today as that high is ridging up and down the East Coast. Bus stop forecast, bundle the kids up for winter. Hats, gloves, scarves, the whole deal. Heavy jacket, frosty start. 29, and they still need that light jacket heading home. It will be cool, and 53 with sunshine.
15,000 runners put 1 foot in front of the other Sunday morning for the Bay Bridge Run 10K. Nobody made the trip faster than Robert Crease. The Maryland man from Mount Airy covered the distance in just 32 minutes, 12 seconds. That's a 5-minute, 11-second pace. Meanwhile, Maura Nestout from Sykesville, Maryland, was the top female finisher, crossing the line 40 minutes and 37 seconds. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to everyone who also got out and run. Well, lifeguards are paramount here along the coast with all of our beach towns, and Dewey Beach, they're already looking to hire for next season. The Dewey Beach Patrol is recruiting lifeguards and EMTs for the 2024 season. Season runs from Memorial Day through Labor Day.
Or would you spend $230 on scented water for infants. Maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't, but Dior is banking on customers answering yes. The luxury brand has a new skincare line for babies. That's right. It is scented water. It is the priciest item, followed by a $115 moisturizer. The line also includes cleansers for just $95 a pop. Dior says the new products are a revamp of its 1970s perfume line for infants. Okay, never heard of that. Thousands of children, though, their nightgowns have been recalled due to a burn hazard. You may want to check your children's rooms. The recall affects more than 13,000 nightgowns. They were sold by iMoon ZZZ. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, these nightgowns fail to meet the flammability standards for children's sleepwear. No injuries have been reported, but consumers should stop using them and contact the company for a refund. Well, the Eastern Show Classic Dog Show took place in Salisbury over the weekend. Coming up, what national competition will give you an inside look at.
And we're looking at a frosty morning inland, not so along the beach. Gateway Subaru Cam 42 in Ocean City, a little warmer near the Atlantic Ocean. And we are looking at a lot of sunshine and cool conditions today with a gradual warm up as we make our way through the week with slight rain chances Friday into a part of the weekend. I'll have your full forecast coming up next.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, CoastTV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Yeah, we getting all fired up, getting ready for the players when they line up. Think it's time we go and get them lights up. Let them high school lights ignite us. Cause we fighters, coming with a hut like this, coming with a pick six like that. Gonna be a showdown so big, think it's time for football night to impact. High school football is everything. Hey, hey, let's go! For the win, for the gold, for the crown, the ring. High school football is everything.
They targeted doctors in Syria.
Trauma OR is a place for bold action.
You're a very talented doctor, but also a reckless one. I don't trust you.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
You don't give up.
Not even a hurricane could move me.
Transplant, Thursday on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
It is 5:18 on your Monday morning. That is a live look at Rehoboth on our Boardwalk Plaza cam. That's probably just some salt water there on the camera. Not that cloudy outside.
Yeah,
At least I didn't see that when I was in Rehoboth Beach.
Need somebody to get up there, clean that.
Yeah.
Hey, got a spoiler alert for you, Paige and Bob.
Yeah.
It's cold outside.
Don't I know it?
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky enough to have my car in the garage this morning. 57 degrees on the car thermometer, pulled out, and boy, did it plummet, guys. It's freezing out there. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s, and, we're looking at the frosty conditions, so you'll need that ice scraper out the door this morning, all that good stuff. It is freezing cold. Make sure you scan the QR code right there, lower left part of your screen. That will get you to the Coast TV weather app. So we're beginning in the 20s and 30s, and actually a nice recovery today. We will see a lot of sunshine. Average high is 59. I think we'll get to 55, and then a slow increase through the middle 50s Tuesday and Wednesday. By Thursday, much nicer into the mid 60s. And then we're flirting with 70 degrees on Friday. Flow turns to the south and maybe a few showers at that time. More on that coming up in just a moment. But look at these temperatures out the door. So if your car's outside, more than likely it's going to be frosty. So warm it up. Leave extra time for that. Also to scrape the ice, bundle up the kids out the door as well. Make sure you have that nice hot cup of coffee. 32 in Georgetown, 27 in Redden and Delmar, 29 in Seaford. This is one of the coldest mornings yet of the fall season, and 30s and 40s along the coast where they have a little bit of a breeze there, but everybody else is calm under high pressure. So we've got the clear starlit skies right now. You can see the white complexion to the satellite with the cold air reflecting back to space as we've got high pressure all the way from New England right through us. Just some high clouds across the Carolinas into the Tennessee Valley. So really not a lot going on. There is another front across the Midwest that'll be moving in as we go down the road. Here's Futurecast this morning. We're in the lower 30s, still pretty frosty at 7, and then we finally start to slowly defrost. By 9, we're in the low 40s. Lots of sunshine today, so stay in the sun if you can. Around 50 in Millsboro and Selbyville, around the noon hour, 49 Delmar, and cooler 40s along the coast as well. And then by 3:30, I think we're in the low to some mid-50s across the inland areas of Delmarva, and some 40s and 50s along the coast. And then for tonight, we will see chilly conditions once again. We'll see a southwest wind shift to the northwest, so we're going to see temperatures in the upper 30s tomorrow morning, but there's going to be a wind with that, kind of a sting to the air, as we're in the 50s by the afternoon again, but with a northwest wind, and then cooling down again as we go into Tuesday evening. Here are the winds pretty light as we go throughout the day, and then they swing to the northwest early this evening, and then back to the northwest late tonight into Tuesday morning. So there's going to be a bit of a wind chill as we go into Tuesday for sure. That feels like temperature a few degrees colder than the actual temperature as it remains breezy out of the northwest. Now looking ahead, this is late Friday and Saturday. We've got a front to the west and then a storm off the coast. This is tropical moisture here, and we're right in between with cloudy skies. So we could ring out a few showers from that front, not so much that storm offshore. Then it looks like it does clear out as we go into next weekend. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Temperatures gradually rising through the mid-50s through Wednesday with sunshine and a mix of sun and clouds. Then mid-60s Thursday, Friday 69. Some of those light showers could linger into Saturday 61, and then 57, a little cooler by Sunday. Terry Baylor is our umbrella winner today. He's from Lewis. Congratulations, Terry, on your brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
All right, thank you, Bob. Improvements in Chickateague. Saltwater Cowboys are reporting they fixed the fencing in the refuge. A broken fence led to Riptide, the stallion, and his mares making their way into public parts of the wildlife refuge. Buyback foals have also been taken to carnival grounds for the winter for weaning.
Texting, calling, maybe scrolling on TikTok, you've got to be connected to do any of that. And recently, Verizon made some upgrades that they say will keep more of their customers on the network, even, get this, in Cape Henlopen State Park. Verizon says they have upgraded their 4G LTE and their 5G ultra-wideband networks. It's all in hopes that you can boost your experience in places like the Fort Miles Museum, the Seaside Nature Center, the beaches, the campgrounds, trails, and more.
Oh, coming up, SpaceX sending another rocket up over the weekend. How many launches the company says they've completed so far? Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Okay, let's do this. Who am I this time?
Witches!
Did not see that coming.
There's a lot at stake here.
What's the worst that could happen?
Coast TV and the First Alert Weather Team. Your safety, our commitment.
Gateway Subaru is committed to providing the best car buying experience on the shore, and now is a great time to own a new Subaru. Our team of friendly, knowledgeable professionals are here to assist you every step of the way. And with an amazing inventory of the latest Subaru models, we'll help you find the Subaru that suits your lifestyle and fits your budget. And right now, take advantage of financing rates as low as 0% on select models. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Did you know there's more than one way to sell your home? If you can wait and want top dollar, use a real estate agent. But if you have tight deadlines, need fast cash, or just want to walk away, you might consider a professional home buyer. In less than 30 days, without making any repairs, waiting on buyer financing, or endless negotiations, your home could be sold. Delmarva Dave is here to help. For more information about Delmarva Dave, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
With all the choices of services around Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields offering the best of Delmarva, including Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, Porch Protection Systems, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, Active Pest Solutions, Atlantic Tactical Firearms Trainers, Delmarva Dave, Buchanan Subaru, and Floor Coverings International of Middle Delmarva. Delmarva Experts, local experts right when you need them.
Another satellite launch from SpaceX over the weekend. Check this out. A SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launched from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. This was Sunday. The flight placed 2 communication satellites into medium Earth orbit. The Falcon 9 booster on the flight flew on 8 previous missions, and the mission marked SpaceX's 84th launch of this year.
Well, there were a number of veterans ceremonies and events on Delmarva this weekend. Pictures we're showing you on your screen. It's courtesy of Furman. They are from the Flags of Our Heroes celebration. And this is hosted by the Lewis Rehoboth Rotary Club. You can see some of the more than 500 American flags that were on display in front of the Cape Henlopen School District office and the Lewis Rehoboth Rotary Club.
Well, put your hands together for the Cape Henlopen Vikings, who are field hockey champions yet again. This was a hard-fought battle. The Vikings edging out Smyrna on Saturday in a 1-0 final. But as Vin Diesel's character said in the first Fast and Furious movie, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. That's right, big-time stuff from the Cape ladies, and a big-time congrats as well.
Didn't picture you, Paige, as being a Vin Diesel movie fan, but okay.
The Pacifier, it's his best movie.
All right, well, as we bring back first meteorologist Bob Trahey, if you like your morning beach walks, better bundle up today.
Yeah, it's going to be a brisk walk. It'll be one of those days where if you're half asleep walking out the door, you'll be fully awake when you walk outside. That cold air really is impressive this morning. We're in the 30s, Fenwick Island and Ocean City early on. It's at least sunlight now at 7 a.m. By noon, lower 50s for both locations. I think you're into the low to mid 50s this afternoon, and then by 5 o'clock, it is like pitch black right now at that time, so cooling off quickly. Up the coast of Lewis and Rehoboth, 30s to start, low 50s by noon, so light wind. Should be a nice ferry ride from Lewis up to Cape May. UV index is low, waves around 1 to 3 feet. Temperatures start to creep up as we go through the week, and a slight rain chance as well. I'll have more on your forecast coming up in just a bit.
Sounds good, Bob. Thank you so much. Coming up after the break, new funding for habitat and wildlife restoration projects in the Chesapeake Bay watershed. We have details of that announcement that is expected to come later today.
We got also more possible marijuana restrictions, the latest Sussex County community to take up the topic.
And we have early reports of a crash in Dagsboro. What details officials are releasing. CoastTV News Today will be right back.
There are many signs that can indicate your loved ones are struggling to take care of themselves. Poor hygiene, a messy house, unexplained weight loss, the list goes on. In-home care is a delicate subject, but can greatly improve their quality of life. Express your concerns without accusing. Involve them in decisions and enlist the help of others.
Homewell Care Services provides quality in-home care 24/7 or short-term care when you need it most. To learn more about Homewell Care Services, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Not everyone wants a big funeral. For those seeking a simple alternative, the Eastern Shore's most trusted family and funeral service offers another option. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Service is simple and affordable. A direct cremation tribute starts at just $15.95, or choose to have a small visitation service, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with easy consultation by phone and streamlined electronic documentation. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services. Simply respectful.
Elmer's Market, located on Route 404 in Georgetown, offers local produce, meats, seafood, and delicious baked goods. We're more than just a produce stand. Take a stroll outside to our garden center. We have perennials, shrubs, trees, and decor for the yard. Fall is here. Stop for our selection of mums and pumpkins, plus activities for the kids. If you take a picture and tag us on Facebook, you'll receive a 10% discount from us. Elmer's Market, produce, grocery, and garden, bringing you fresh local quality at its best.
Need help giving a gift? Make your loved ones feel special. Celebrate their birthday. Congratulate a colleague's achievement by sending them a shout-out through Delmarva Life Occasions. All for free on delmarvalife.com. Upload a picture with a message about the special celebration. Delmarva Life Occasions is brought to you free by Island Creamery, found in Chincoteague, Salisbury, and Berlin.
This is Coast TV News Today.
November 13th, 2023. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Paige Marley.
5:30 a.m. on this Monday morning, and you might not need that cup of coffee. Just go outside. Stand out there without a jacket. I'm sure that will wake you up pretty quick.
It'll wake you up, but it won't make you happy.
It won't.
No. I did that today.
Oh, you did?
Walked outside, and I was like, I wish I had my coffee to keep me warm. Yeah. So unless you're like not as grumpy as I am in the morning when it's, in
Trust
the 20s.
Trust me, folks, it's a sight you don't want to see.
It's not that bad. But no, I know
Joking.
what you mean. I know it. Well, you normally see me with my coffee. Let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Chahi now. Bob, I had the same issue as you today. Parked in a garage, went outside, a cold shock.
Absolutely, and don't take Matt's advice, okay? Make sure you do wear a jacket. Make sure you have that warm beverage and leave extra time to scrape the windshield. All of the above. It is a frosty, cold morning across the area. Probably the coldest morning so far this fall. 27 in Redden, Delmar in the deep freeze, 29 in Seaford, at freezing in Georgetown, 32 with 33 in Millsboro. Now, right along the coast, a little bit of a breeze there, so you're a little milder. 41 Indian River Inlet, 39 in Rehoboth right now. There's that breeze along the coast, but inland, it's calm winds under high pressure. As you can see, the white on the satellite picture indicating all that cold air at the surface, and you can see the high pressure just right over the top of us, joining forces basically right over D.C. in the Mid-Atlantic region, ensuring another nice day. Here's Futurecast this morning. We're still at or below freezing at 6:30, so it's going to take a little while to defrost, and then by 9, we're in the low 40s. We will see full sunshine, and by the noon hour, many areas like Seaford, Millsboro, Delmar, Salisbury around 50 degrees, some 40s along the coast, as we'll see more of that sunshine this afternoon. So stay in the sun if you can, with temperatures in the low to mid 50s. And then by 5:30, it's dark and those temperatures falling off quickly. Don't need the umbrella. Today's checklist: need the hat and gloves for you and the kiddos, a heavy coat, a warm beverage, definitely the ice scraper, and the sunglasses a must as well.
Well, we have breaking news this morning in Dagsboro. The road is clear now on Route 113, but less than an hour ago, I know it's a little dark here, but we saw police cars blocking that left lane that's on your screen. The Dagsboro Volunteer Fire Department says they responded to a call of a crash involving at least 2 vehicles in this area. This is just south of the main area of the business. One person was possibly thrown from a vehicle. It's a developing situation. We'll provide an update when more information becomes available.
Another week of marijuana discussion begins in Sussex County today. According to the town of Blades, it will tackle the drug tonight. Town council will meet tonight to consider banning the drug within their town limits. This meeting takes place at 7 a.m. at the Blades Volunteer Fire Company.
Happening now, Milton's reminding people that you may experience discolored water. The town is conducting routine hydrant flushing all week. This often leads to discolored water. Town officials say that people should run their faucet until they see clear water.
And staying in Milton, for anyone that likes to take lengthy strolls through town, sidewalks, of course, they're important. Milton is hosting a Streets and Sidewalks Committee meeting tomorrow. That is scheduled for 6 p.m. at the Village Cannery Clubhouse. They plan to discuss the streets and the sidewalks capital improvement plan and could even vote on the Milton Municipal Freight Plane Technical Memo and the sea level rise study.
Well, happening today, we're going to have an announcement of more than $1 million in federal funding. This is going to go towards habitat and also wildlife restoration projects in the Chesapeake Bay watershed. Funds are appropriated through Chesapeake Wild. It's a grant program that was created by some of the senators in Congress. All of this is in conjunction with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Official announcement will be held at the National Aquarium in Baltimore.
Coming up on Wednesday, the Lewis Planning Commission has more development proposals to consider. This one is for a smaller subdivision, just 13 homes, that would be located off of Monroe Avenue Extended. It's across from the larger White's Pond development that's in the works and the existing Showfield development. At the Wednesday meeting, the commission will discuss the proposal and possibly make a recommendation to the mayor and city council.
House Republicans have unveiled their plan to avert a government shutdown next week. House Speaker Mike Johnson opted to go with a two-step continuing resolution over more typical funding extension that would cover the entire federal government. Now, under this strategy, several spending bills would be extended until January 19th, and then the remaining bills would go on a continuing resolution until February 2nd. The plan does not include budget cuts or aid for Israel. Sources say the House is expected to vote as early as Tuesday.
Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie visited Israel Sunday, making him the first Republican presidential candidate to travel to the country since the outbreak of the war. Christie visited several locations, saying that he wanted to see the devastation for himself. Christie also visited a hospital, and he met with wounded and families of kidnapped victims. While on his tour, Christie stopped briefly for comment, saying he is supporting Israel's rejection of a ceasefire.
Republican South Carolina Senator Tim Scott announced on Sunday he's suspending his presidential campaign. You can see the announcement that he posted to X right here. Scott was one of 5 GOP hopefuls who participated in last Wednesday's debate in Miami. A Republican official who supported Scott told CNN that Scott provided an optimistic and hopeful message, but it's not where the Republican base is right now. Still more to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, pony refuge improvements. What saltwater cowboys are saying caused several ponies to make their way into public parts of the wildlife refuge. And with recent scams going around Delmarva, you can attend a town hall aimed at informing you on how to stay safe and how organizers say you can participate or watch online. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
Do you have one of these? Let us turn it into this. It's not magic. It's the Car Store's Buying Center. We make it easy and it's hassle-free. Call today or visit yourbuyingcenter.com.
The new upscale OC Chopsticks Asian Bistro is the place to go for fresh, hand-selected ingredients used to create the most delicious Asian delicacies. Come dine in, have a drink, and let our skilled chefs prepare your authentic Thai, Chinese, and Japanese dishes. At OC Chopsticks, we take what was good and make it better. Sushi rolls, noodle soups, General Tso's chicken, you see where we're going. Anything made fresh is better. Serving lunch and dinner daily, located at the Ocean City Outlets. OC Chopsticks Asian Bistro. We stay fresh.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, savor Cafe Rendezvous's expert brewing tips. Discover how the Quiet Resorts Charitable Foundation enriches our community. And celebrate Nassau Valley Vineyard's 30th anniversary. Coast Life today at 4 on Coast TV.
Can we just be honest? Tamron Hall. Talk that matters. This turned into something unexpected. And on the next Tamron Hall, the world knew her as this WWE heavyweight champion. Then on our show, she reintroduced herself as Gabby Tuff, a transgender TikTok star. Now she's back to say, I'm not done, world. Look at me now. On the next Tamron Hall.
Monday at 3 on Coast TV.
As Native Americans, we are striving to tell our stories. We strive to be heard, to preserve our history, to heal and strengthen our future. We proudly strive to illuminate our culture and our ancestors every day. Join us in celebrating Native American heritage.
The Buying Center. We're here to buy your car or truck. Get an offer in minutes and get paid the same day. It's fast, it's easy, and you can get paid the same day. Call the Buying Center now at 302-381-2674.
It is 5:38 on this frosty morning. For most of us, the exemption would be, well, along the coast. Our dry tech cam right now, 42 in Ocean City, so that's too warm for frost. So that's the only location where you're frost free. 39 Rehoboth right now, Bethany Beach 37, but you go inland a little bit and it is much colder. 27 Del Mar, 32 Georgetown, 27 in Redden. So it is a frost. You start out there, leave time to warm up the car, to scrape the ice, all that good stuff. A little bit of a breeze along the coast, but it is calm inland right now as we're looking at clear skies all across Delmarva. So looking really nice out there if you're traveling to the Carolinas, Virginia, up to New York. We're in good shape with high pressure pretty much all day. And if you're washing a car, I did this yesterday. It's really good for that. I know. Shined up the tires and everything. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday look good, and go ahead and add the wax as well.
All right, thanks, Bob. All happening today. AARP is hosting what is billed as a teletown hall. This is also with Delaware Attorney General Kathy Jennings. Including in this is going to be some information about recent scam artists that have attempted to perpetrate in the state. You can watch it or even participate through the Delaware AARP Facebook page, and the event begins tonight at 6 p.m.
United Airlines and Delaware State University are partnering together. Del State has an aviation program. This partnership will help create a pathway to becoming pilots for United. They'll be making an official announcement this coming week. It is scheduled for Thursday, November 16th, and this event will be held at 9 a.m. on the campus at the Longwood Auditorium. DSU currently has 110 professional pilot students and 47 aviation management majors. They also have 6 helicopter training students.
Well, Salisbury went to the dogs this week, and hundreds of the top dogs on Delmarva and beyond competed at the Eastern Shore Classic Dog Show. That was held by the Miss Pillion Kennel Club and Salisbury, Maryland Kennel Club. Dogs were judged by appearance, features, temperament, all to determine if they met the standards that the breed was originally created for. Participants say it's a lot of fun and a sport like no other.
Amateurs can compete against professionals. And you got a good dog, you can beat them. So anybody can win.
That was Clyde's dog Penny with him, an Airedale Terrier. Clyde is just one of many Delmarva dog owners heading to the National Dog Show soon, which also airs here on CoastTV on Thanksgiving Day. So next week we will give you an exclusive inside look at that show.
2 very different musical movies are in the news today. However, both are releasing just in time for Christmas. Here's David Daniel with your Hollywood Minute.
To balance motherhood and being on this stage, it just reminds me of who I really am.
Here's your latest look at Renaissance, a film by Beyoncé. The movie shows us how the superstar put together her blockbuster Renaissance tour from the planning stages to sold-out shows. Renaissance, a film by Beyoncé, opens in theaters December 1st.
This wasn't a dream. An angel came to me. It's hard to have faith.
It's hard to believe.
Look at the star.
The future holds more.
This is it. Let's go.
Journey to Bethlehem is a musical version of the Christmas story. Filmmaker and music producer Adam Anders says developing this film has sent him on his own journey.
Glee and Rock of Ages and High School Music, all the stuff I've done, I think prepared me to make this movie. And it is really a musical adventure for the entire family to see the story of Mary and Joseph and their journey to Bethlehem.
Journey to Bethlehem is in theaters now. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
It is a frosty cold start inland areas along the coast. Not so much. Lower 40s in Ocean City right now, but it's clear and cold for everybody. We'll see lots of sunshine today and temperatures warming into the 50s with a gradual warm up throughout the weekend. Maybe a few showers late week into the weekend. Not a huge deal. I'll have your full forecast coming up next.
In 1948, my grandfather created JD Asphalt. Starting as a small contractor, he built his company by providing the highest quality work. 3 generations later, we're still focused on laying down the best pavements possible. Whether it's commercial or residential, we deliver personalized attention with every project, bringing an experienced crew and state-of-the-art equipment out to every job site. That way, we can deliver fast, premium results that last.
Call JD Asphalt now and ask about our 0% financing options.
I was told I would have to live with a burning pain in my feet.
Not true. Acupuncture can help. Acupuncture is a holistic approach to treating neuropathy that does not require pharmaceuticals.
When I was diagnosed with neuropathy, I didn't think anything could help my pain. After starting my treatments, I'm able to be myself again.
Customized treatment plans can relieve your pain. Acupuncture is often the last resort with the best results.
To learn more about Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Hi, my name is Dr. William Duran. I'm an orthopedic surgeon with Tidal Health Orthopedics. I've had the opportunity to perform more robotic surgery than anyone else in the region, and I'm the only one currently doing anterior robotic approach for total hip arthroplasties in Delaware. And it's been a privilege to see my patients make faster recoveries with minimally invasive techniques that we provide. It's been a pleasure to serve the people of Seaford and the surrounding region as they are friends, families, and neighbors to the Tidal Health community.
Losing a beloved pet is difficult, and not knowing what to do next only makes it harder. Holloway Pet Cremation Services can make your loss a little easier. All you have to do is call Our compassionate team will make prompt arrangements to receive your pet into our care for individual cremation. Then, we give you time for a private pickup. With options starting at $160, you can afford to treat them with the same care and respect as any member of your family. Holloway Pet Cremation Services, serving all of Delmarva.
It is 5:44 on your Monday. That is a live look at Ocean City on our Dry Tech camera. Breezy there in Ocean City. And, you know, I know it's not the coldest city right now. Bob showed us that map earlier, but it's still cold there. I'd put a jacket on if you're in Ocean City.
You know, we're just switching gears here, just looking at that video page. Yeah. We talked about the frost and cold. I think Bob referenced that coming into this segment here. You could see some of that frost on the roofs there.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to have to scrape it off your windshields if you're heading out soon.
Absolutely. Yes, we are going to have to scrape that off, especially, you know, if you're parked outside away from trees, you're going to have that heavy frost on your car. So make sure you warm it up, defrost it, leave extra time to get to work or school this morning, and bundle up the kiddos as well. And make sure you scan the QR code right there. That will get you to the CoastTV weather app. You can track the weather hour by hour. It's a frosty start this morning. And then by Tuesday, possibility of a frost. It won't be as cold. And then it looks like a frost likely Wednesday morning, and then lower chances Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then those chances increase Sunday and Monday. And of course, as we get deeper into fall and eventually into winter, we'll see a lot of those mornings that are frosty cold. But some of us still have those plants outside, so make sure you bring them in. Here's our 5-day temperature trend. Average high is 59. We'll be mid-50s the next 3 days, and then a big jump by Thursday into the mid-60s, and then close to 70 by Friday. So a nice warm-up is on the way. It will just take a little while. And out the door, you can see these frosty temperatures in the 20s and low 30s. Looks like Delmar, you're the coldest at 26, 29 Seaford, 32 in Georgetown, 30 in Selbyville, with Milton at 31, Redden at 27. But right along the immediate coast, not as cold, with temperatures in the upper 30s and lower 40s. And as far as our winds go, we are looking at light winds and calm winds. So with the calm winds, that's why it's so cold. But a little bit of a breeze along the coast, keeping you, well, the air a little more stirred up there and a little milder. We're looking at clear skies right now, and we've got high pressure right overhead. In fact, look at all the H's lined up and down the East Coast. That is really keeping our weather nice and quiet. We are seeing some clouds across the Tennessee Valley right now, and then another cold front across the Midwest. And this one will race in as we go through tonight and tomorrow, kind of reinforcing some of that cooler air. Here's Futurecast this morning. We're frosty cold in the lower 30s, lower 40s by 9. We start to melt things away, and by noon it's going to be chilly with 40s and lower 50s. Stay in the sun if you can. And then by 3:30, the heating of the day, we're looking at around 53 Seaford, Millsboro, back through Selbyville, maybe 55 in some places, and a little cooler along the beaches. And then those temperatures drop very quickly into the evening hours, and then we will see that breeze pick up overnight out of the northwest. So Tuesday morning, temperatures a little higher, but with a stronger northwest wind, it's going to feel colder with that wind. And by late morning, we're in the low 50s, mid 50s by 3 o'clock. So temperatures slightly warmer tomorrow, and then cooling down and breezy into tomorrow night. Here are the winds today. They're pretty light and variable, then starting to come out of the southwest early this evening, and then shifting to the northwest late tonight into Tuesday, and that will add a sting to the air, feeling a little colder than the actual temperature with these winds around 20 miles per hour tomorrow. Now, looking down the road as we head into Friday and Saturday, we'll see a tropical system offshore with tropical moisture there. It looks like that will miss us, but there's a front back to the west, and that could increase the showers for us Friday into early Saturday, and then we quiet down after that and dry things out. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 55 today, 30s at night right through Thursday morning, and then we do warm it into the mid to upper 50s Tuesday and Wednesday, keeping it dry, and then a nice jump into Thursday, 66, close to 70 on Friday, with some late day showers into Friday night, maybe lingering into Saturday morning. This does not look like a big event. 61 Saturday, then Sunday mostly sunny and cooler, and a high of 57.
All right, Bob, thank you. For many in our community, the holiday season can bring stress as they strive to create unforgettable moments for their cherished little ones.
And that's where Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign can help, but we need your support to make it happen.
For many in our community, the holiday season can bring about stress as they, strive to create unforgettable moments for their cherished little ones.
That's where Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign can help, but we need your support to make it happen. all of the money you donate to local nonprofit organizations, which give gifts to children this holiday season.
Every single penny, and every single penny that you give help families right here in Delmarva, because Draper Media covers all administrative costs. Send a donation and a holiday card, and we may read your well wishes on the air.
Businesses can also help bless our children by accepting the Shell Brother Bless Our Children Challenge by donating at least $1,000. As our thank you, we'll list your business name on the Shell Brothers Honor Roll in order of amount given in increments of $1,000.
You can donate by sending a check or money order to Bless Our Children in care of Draper Media, or you can use your credit card online at blessourchildren.org.
Together, we can make the holidays this year
a special one.
Bless Our Children is administered by the Draper Holdings Charitable Foundation.
Edmonton Chincoteague Saltwater Cowboys reported they have fixed fencing in the refuge there. A broken fence led to Riptide, the stallion, and his mares making their way into public parts of the wildlife refuge. By back foals, they have also been taken to the carnival grounds for the winter for weaning.
All right, put your hands together for the Cape Henlopen Vikings. They are the Delaware Division I field hockey champions again. This one was a hard-fought battle. The Vikings edging out Smyrna on Saturday in a 1-0 final. And it was just a great win for Cape as they continue their tradition of excellent field hockey. Big-time stuff from the Cape ladies, and a big-time congrats as well.
Well, if you're someone who likes to look back down the branches of the family tree, the Sussex County Genealogical Society might be for you. At their next meeting, they will have a feature presenter that Jan Jones-Batty. She'll be sharing tips for researching your Welsh relatives. That meeting is scheduled for 10 a.m. at the Lewis Public Library November 18th. You can also join via Zoom.
All right, up next on Coast TV News Today, we've all done it, Googled our symptoms. However, it's not always the best approach. What medical professionals reveal as the critical mistakes patients make with their own health care.
And we're starting to see the skies brighten a little bit on our Boardwalk Plaza camera, and we're hoping 39 there, a frosty start, but we will gradually warm things up with sunshine much of the week. Some late week showers possible, could linger into the weekend a little bit. I'll have the 10-day forecast coming up.
Just between us, you know what's better than mopping? Anything. Ugh. Well, I switched to Swiffer Wet Jet, and it's awesome. It's an all-in-one that absorbs dirt and grime deep inside.
And it helps prevent streaks and haze. Wet Jet is so worth it. Love it or your money back.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, CoastTV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Positive, focused,
supportive, and goal-oriented. These are just a few qualities of coaches who inspire their athletes.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and make a $500 donation to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an extra donation to their program.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network Coach Who Makes a Difference. Brought to you by Preston Automotive Group.
Here at Go Glass, we like to bring your home improvement projects to life. We provide modern and elegant glass for any project. Elevate your bathroom with a stunning glass shower to create a spa-inspired atmosphere. Seamlessly connect with your outdoor paradise using our bifold doors. We offer insulated windows, patio doors, tabletops, mirrors, closet systems, screen porches, showers, shelving, glass railing, and much more. Everything available with 0% financing. Start your next home improvement project with Go Glass. Everything glass, friendly and fast. We're proud to be Delmarva's #1 glass company.
From the pitch to your living room, high school soccer lives here on the Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
When patients don't take their medication as prescribed, this is known as medication non-adherence, and unfortunately, it's common in the medical community. In fact, a study conducted by the Walter Reed Army Medical Center discovered that patients don't take their medications as prescribed about half the time it's administered.
Yeah, but that's not the only thing that patients are getting wrong. Alexa Lorenzo shows us what medical professionals say are the vital mistakes that most patients make that could impact their health.
Mistakes that patients make when they come to their hospital stay is 1, don't ask questions.
Tommy Austin has been a nurse for 34 years and has seen her fair share of patient mishaps, especially when they keep quiet. Another mistake?
Assume that people know what they're thinking.
The average doctor appointment is 18 minutes long. Be sure to maximize that time by writing down your symptoms and questions ahead of time. Mistake number 3, using Dr. Google. An NIH survey found a third of people Google their symptoms and self-diagnose. This can lead to delaying doctor visits, unnecessary anxiety, and using the wrong medications. Mistake number 4, skipping annual exams because you feel fine. It's important to be proactive when it comes to your health care. Doctors are trained to spot trouble before it becomes a serious problem. Another mistake?
They don't follow up on their appointments.
No news is not always good news when it comes to your health. If you don't hear back about test results, don't assume everything's okay. Always call your doctor. And lastly, avoiding commitment. The American Medical Association says almost half of people stop taking their medications before they're supposed to. Helping you navigate your health care and avoid mistakes, I'm Alexa Lorenzo reporting.
And experts say not to rush the process. Take your time finding the right doctor, and if in doubt, always ask for a second opinion.
It is 5:56 now. Time to check in with our coastal pet of the day, brought to you by Maggie's Pet Boutique.
Okay, this smiling dog on your screen right now is Sandy Paws.
Aww.
Sandy lives in Lewis. Of all our coastal beaches, she loves the beach at Cape Henlopen State Park the most. That's one of my favorites, Sandy. Sandy also enjoys long car rides and sleeping, and she was sent to us by her mom, Priscilla.
A great smile there, Sandy. We want to keep seeing your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes them so special.
Right, you can email us at content@coasttvnews.com, then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature.
It is almost 5:57 now. It's time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yeah, cautionary tale, Bob. Dress appropriately for a cold morning.
Okay, now, Matt, you're telling everybody to put on their jackets. Okay. No. Yeah, bundle up. And, of course, if you're taking your four-legged friend for a walk, you know, the little guys sometimes have the little jacket on. So make sure they're covered up as well. Here's your day-part forecast, starting off frosty in the lower 30s, but then warming up decently with sunshine and into the low to mid-50s later on, wind shifting to the southwest. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, we're slowly warming things up through the mid-50s as we go Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Some cold nights on the way, and then by the end of the week, it warms up. 66 Thursday, close to 70 on Friday with some showers. A few of those showers could linger into Saturday. Otherwise, the weekend looks pretty good, cooling back into the 50s by Sunday. Then the week leading up to Thanksgiving, well, could be a little wet for the travel weather Tuesday and Wednesday, but we'll take wet over white at temperatures in the low 60s.
All right, thanks. Coming up in our next hour, the Bay to get big money. Later today, we will learn how wildlife in the Chesapeake Bay is getting a taxpayer boost as we continue on Coast TV News Today.